sisters and misters, witches and wizards, to all of my guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome back to the Magic is Messy podcast, where I am Kitty D, and across from me is Ace.
Good morning.
Morning? Is it morning still? It is morning. Good morning. Or
good
more
morrow.
like it, good mooning. Today we're going to actually talk about what the fuck is Moonology.
Moonology.
And let's dive into the deep right off the bat, shall we?
Shall we? Let's do it.
So I actually really enjoyed going back to the beginner's mindset.
Can I tell you something really quick
Please,
about this? I'm
go,
sorry to interrupt.
Go.
When we originally talked about doing this whole thing, the podcast, and me being a part of this is what I was most excited about.
Oh,
yeah.
That's why you were so excited. You said you woke up like it was Christmas morning.
I did. I woke up and I said it feels like Christmas morning. And so, you know how on Christmas morning you're like, I just want to get to the presents. But you have but I have to pee first, you know? That's what it felt like all morning. I'm like, I have to let the dog out and I have to ditch the thing and do all the things. And then I can go to Kitty's house and we can have Christmas.
That's a great feeling.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, that totally just tickled my inner child vibes.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're celebrating Christmas Moonology.
Oh,
this morning.
Christmas with Moonology. I can dig it.
Okay, I'll let you get back to it.
And also to the people listening, hey, thanks for all the shout outs. Thanks for the follows and the shares and the support and all that jazz. It's fun to see all the people that reach out. Thank you for all of you guys and gals that came to our Samhain celebration. Let's just call those
oh my
cool
gosh,
cats out. Yeah.
That was so fun. Amy
the messy
and
Samhain
Kissy,
celebration.
And who else was there?
Audrey,
Tammy, Krista,
Shelly, Krista.
Yes.
Yep.
That was
Michael.
Michael was there.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, speaking of, I wanted to do a special shout out to Wyatt. Right? It's
Wyatt.
Yes,
Wyatt DeVries.
Wyatt, who said in the comments on Spotify, he said that he does not identify as a wizard. He wants to be a witch. He said, I'm a witch, and he talks about coming out, and I think that's awesome. So I wanted to give a shout out to Wyatt and to say thank you for listening, and that I wonder if it manifests better for you as like could you be like a witch king?
Ooh,
king witch. Yeah. I like that. I don't know. So anyway, I'm very grateful for you. Thank you for your comments and your acknowledgement.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Wyatt, take that, bud. Yeah, side bay. All right. Moonology.
Moonology.
Right?
What is it?
Let's jam-ola. Moonology is literally, I remember, so 2016, my little backstory on me, chickadees. 2016, Prince passed away. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with my life? Not that Prince was my life, but it gave a lot of different things perspective. It was like a big punch in the face. Okay. So 2016, I really started getting into my practice and magic and the moon, and I found the cosmic timepiece, and I found, cyclical natures, and I found a whole bunch of amazingness, and there was a Moonology certification. So I became, in 2016, a certified Moonologist. What? Which is super rad, and I absolutely love it, and I love teaching people about the moon. And, I love it. I can't remember the last time I came back to the screws. Really? With this stuff, from the bottom to the top, back to the foundation of what working with the moon is meant to be.
Yeah.
It's the study of aligning your energy with the cycles, the seasons, and the phases of the moon.
I love it.
The study of the moon, per se, right? In its magicalness, and when you bring in the zodiac, when you bring in, the season, the wheel of the year, because, we're about to embark on a beaver moon. We're about to, all of these different moons. There are so many different ways to look at the moon and her cycles, but the fact that it is a continuous cycle that you can fucking bank on every single year.
And not just bank on, I think, but just like, I think in the way the world is right now, where down is up and up is down, and your neighbor might be your enemy, and yada, yada, yada. I think this is such a perfect time to bring this back up and to restudy this type of situation, because this is the truth.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Moonology is literally the truth.
This is like ancient civilization
this
shit.
Is
before social media, before...
Like, the moon knew the dinosaurs, dude.
The moon
knew
knows.
Prince. He knew
the
Prince.
Moon knew.
The moon knew Prince. The moon knew... I feel like we should write a children's book about this. Like, what the moon knew. All right, I'm writing this down.
Write that down.
What the moon knew.
That's cute. I like that alliteration.
But the moon has seen all the things, all of the iterations of humanity and prior to humanity.
Sure.
And it is the same. it has stayed the same through the whole thing, right? I mean, it's cyclical nature, like
Absolutely.
you're saying.
Yeah.
And so let's all focus on what's fucking true for a second, and that's something that's been there since the dawn of the dinosaurs.
You just laid down some truth.
I
right
tried
there,
to.
Shit.
I just want to jump in when I feel like
please
when
do.
something triggers.
Absolutely. When it downloads, see, I am the structure and she is the flow. I am the Taurus, she is the Pisces.
Yes,
so
it's a good.
I'm
vibe.
the earth and she is the water, and together we make messy goodness.
Messy. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Speak on, Taurus friends.
Yes, my absolute pleasure. So the structure of self-work, self-worth, self-importance, the structure of selfing, so to speak, because you have a 29.5 day cycle roughly on average. Okay. And you can have up to roughly 13 of those in a Gregorian calendar year. Okay. And within those, they touch every single zodiac sign within that. And when you are touching every zodiac sign, every moon cycle touches every zodiac sign. So you get every zodiac sign in that 29.5 days.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if the moon is currently in, wherever we are, let's just start with Aries because that's the first house, right? Okay. And we are actually starting with the moon because the Aries is the first house. In March, we start our 1 year witch coven.
Okay.
So we work with every single moon. And what the 1 year witch coven does is we start with Aries, which is the very first house of the zodiac. And we do our path working, we do our moon phasing, we do what do we do during the waxing moon, what do we do during the waning moon, we have altar correspondence, we have everything that you can do to plug into that Aries vibration.
Okay.
So that's what you get every single moon phase as well. If the moon starts in Aries, then in 2 to 3 days it's in Taurus, and so on and so forth throughout the entire zodiac wheel.
Okay, so I have to tell you, the other day, I picked up this book called Moon Energy, and it's by Stephanie Lafranc. And I picked it up, and I was perusing through this in preparation for today. And I was going, okay, where is the moon now? Because they have these chapters in this book that talk about, what do you do if the full moon's in Sagittarius? What do you do if the full moon is in Aries or whatever, And so I was reading through it, and I'm like, I couldn't remember what this moon that's coming up is. Like, because I know we just came out of Aries and Libra.
Full moon in Taurus.
Okay.
Is next.
So I took out my Skyview. Have you ever seen the Skyview
of course,
app?
hell
Okay, yeah. So I took out the Skyview app, and I'm like, I'm going to find out what moon it's in, or where the moon is in the zodiac,
right?
Because then I'll know which moon it is that we're about to celebrate. Because the full moon's going to be in 2 days.
It's Wednesday, yeah.
Okay, so I held my Skyview app.
Well, when we're recording, this drops after the full moon.
Oh, okay, that's true. Okay, so here on November 3rd, that's where we're talking. Okay. Yep. So yesterday, on November 2nd, I used my Skylight app or whatever, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And the moon was in the middle of Sagittarius and Pisces. And I'm like, that feels like a bit of a departure from where we just were. So then I'm like, I think I have this wrong. But
so you just figured it out.
I tried to.
Okay.
But when you said that every moon cycle, it touches every piece of the zodiac, then now I'm like, well, that's why it was in Sagittarius and Pisces. Okay.
From new moon to new moon, you touch every single part of the zodiac.
Okay.
And then another cool part that I remember when I found this out, I was like, oh God, that's so freaking dope, is you have a new moon in Aries. 6 months later is the full moon in Aries.
Okay, yeah, we have to. This is math.
It's so good.
I'm
what I'm saying
this is math.
Because when you figure out, and we'll go through all of these phases, dear listeners. Hold on, just hold your tighty whities on. Okay,
hold your water.
Hold your water. When you go from new moon to full moon, that's the setting of intentions to the culmination of the intentions. So you get 6 months from Aries full moon when you set those intentions, or Aries new moon, my apologies, to the Aries full moon in 6 months. You have all of that time to bring something to fruition.
Wow.
And you also have a little mini Aries moon to come back to those intentions
in every
cycle, or every month, if you will, every moon cycle.
Dude.
So that means you have 6 times to when the moon is in Aries, 3 you know what I'm trying to say there?
Yes, I do.
Right? Where it's so, if you utilize this, it is such a way to grow and heal and manifest and literally bring your motherfucking dreams to life.
Yes. This is what I want. I want my dreams to come to life.
Because I think what I had forgotten of why we utilize the moon is that this moon is literally a mirror. Because the moon doesn't have its own light. That's why we have phases of the moon, because it's in the shadow.
Sun.
It reflects off of the sun, and literally the lunar dust, the sparkles of the moon are reflecting back to you.
Oh my God.
Right?
That's so
and
magical.
I literally wanted to almost I got such a like water poured over me, like a. God, it felt so good to just remember that again.
Yes.
Because that reflection, you're utilizing the cycles and the cosmic timepiece and literally nature's metronome, the tick tock, the
timepiece.
it's just such a yes, exactly,
I love
a
it.
timepiece, because it is so powerful when you mix the astrology, when you mix the psychology, because also working with the moon is like cognitive behavioral therapy.
I know. Say that again.
Working with the moon in itself could be like cognitive behavioral therapy.
So if we dial into this, we don't have to pay a therapist. Nothing.
I'm not saying that. I am not saying that.
Separate extra therapist, a celestial
A
therapist.
celestial therapist. Yes. Okay. Right? That if you work along with this, you can bring it into your therapy sessions. Or if you feel like you need some therapy or shadow work, this is a great fucking place to start.
Yep.
Because it doesn't force you.
Right.
It feels natural because it's nature. And I think that's another thing that I had forgotten, because you get so into it and you get so long into it. It's almost been 10 years. In 2026, it'll be 10 years that I've been working along with the moon and the cycles and doing this practice. But you forget that the practice starts because you want to do something for yourself, with yourself, within yourself.
Yes. In congruence with the rhythm nature.
In congruence with what's
nature.
so natural that, you go back in time, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, like they all have words for the moon. They all have ways of working with the moon.
Right.
We have a selenophile. Selenophile. SLE, selenophile.
Okay.
That's named after Selene, the triple goddess. When you see the triple goddess, the crescent moon's in the middle.
That's called Selene?
Selene is the goddess of the moon, and then Artemis is the middle, and then Hecate is the end. Yeah, the crone. So when you just bring it back to its foundations, right? It's like you create a compass for your life that you get to bring it back to true north.
I love that.
All the time.
Every day if you want.
Every single day.
I love that.
Because when you do work with the moon, it's about intentions, emotions, and action.
Yep.
And a lot of us,
emotions and action.
Intention, emotions, action. Because the moon is your emotions.
Yes.
Rules the Cancer house. The crab. We are both Cancer moons.
Yes, we are.
And Cancer moons feel the feels. They have feels on top of feels for reals. And that's because the moon is your instinct. It is your intuition. It is your feminine, if you will. Your feminine empowerment space.
Okay.
Right? That's the cups. That's the water. That is the flow.
Okay.
Of what, when you bring moods and mindset, when you start to find patterns and when you start to really pay attention to how you feel and what you are embodying during a phase of the moon, because you can work it with the zodiac or without.
Okay.
Right? For example, if you just want to work cyclically, new moon, waxing, full moon, waxing, and then all over again, you can absolutely do it that way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go into what these moons mean and what you can do to plug into them.
Yeah, I want to break down the structure of it because,
absolutely.
Again,
because I think throwing the zodiac into it is a little bit overpowering at first.
Totally.
So if you are a super duper beginner
like me,
I would recommend just beginning working with the cycles.
Yes.
And then throwing in the zodiac after that.
Okay, I love that. That to me,
but also do what feels good to your practice. Take what you need, and the rest you can leave.
Right. Maybe you only throw the zodiac in when it's your zodiac.
There you go.
New
moon in Pisces, full moon in Pisces.
Right, and you focus
on
it.
You do a big one with that cosmic timepiece from the new moon to the full moon in 6 months, and then recalibrate.
So that way, it doesn't feel so overwhelming, because I will admit this is a lot of math for a Pisces. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician.
Right.
I'm an artist, not a math person.
Yes.
I don't talk to me about math. I've moved on.
That's okay. You don't have to be good at maths. It's fine.
Math
is yes.
Okay, so we're gonna break down. So what
Super
exactly
breakdown.
can we? So we're gonna break down every moon as it passes through the zodiac, or are we just okay? We're just gonna talk about the phases of the moon.
So when the moons pass through the zodiac, we have the new and the full moons, which are the opposite episodes to ones that you and I do.
Okay.
Right? What I'm going to break down is the super beginner of what is the new moon, And if you were to work with a 29.5 day cycle with no zodiac included,
Involved. Okay.
What is it going to look like,
That's
and what can you do to
perfect.
plug into that?
Thank you.
We can get into zodiac signs much more as we go, but this is the foundation of working with the cycles and allowing your intention, your emotions, your actions to collide into a movement, into a practice, into a structure that you can utilize all year.
Got it.
All year.
Perfect. Thank you.
And
That is
see,
what I
and
need.
see, and that's also part of the 1 year witch too.
Okay.
Is you work on yourself for 1 year. You can include the zodiacs or not, but being within a community and a collective of people that are also working along the moon and having that accountability is absolutely, I was going to say it's dope.
Yeah.
And that's just because it feels so good. It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dig it. So anyway, this is what I'm going to break down, listeners. Melissa, Ace,
Okay.
is why do we work along with the moon, and what are the phases that we're going to be working along with? How and why,
How and why? That's exactly what I need.
right? And what is it going to bring for you?
Okay. Let's do it.
Perfect. Okay. Like I mentioned, 13 cycles, 29.5 days. The new moon. Let's start with the new moon, because this, like I said, this is not a phenomenon. Like the farmers and witches and women have been working along with the phases of the moon since the beginnings of time.
Okay.
And that is because it is so structured, and it is so it's never going to change.
Okay.
So every single new moon, this is like you plant the seed. It's when you cannot see a moon in the sky. It's considered the new moon.
Yeah, that's what I also want to talk about. Is I want to make sure we talk about the visuals, because it was shocking to me just recently to realize that the full moon is only halfway through the cycle.
Correct.
I thought the full moon was at the end or the beginning.
Got it.
So
Okay.
I'm excited to learn. So new moon
Well,
looks like
that's funny you say that, because a full moon is endings and beginnings.
I know,
it's a
but-
release. So, but yes, I understand. You thought that moon cycles started per se with full moons.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Got you.
Gotcha.
So the new moon is also it can coincide with the dark moon. If you ever hear the dark moon,
Okay.
that's the new moon. And what this is for, and a lot of people think, oh, new moon, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Okay.
The new moon, to me, take what you need, leave the rest for your practice, is when it's dark, that is when we rest. That is when we find stillness. That is when we start to dream. We find self-care in the blank page of what we can create.
Okay.
Kind of like the darkness before the dawn, or the darkness before that little tiny sliver of light
light.
comes, right? This is when we plant seeds. It's like an empty bucket.
So this would be what, like midnight, 4 a.m.
3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. So like that would be like right before dawn. Okay, got it.
Right. Yeah. The witching hour.
Witching hour.
Sure.
Got it.
When it's complete black darkness.
Okay.
All right. And I think what I need to reiterate is this phase is not about doing. It's not about how much can you do. It's about what am I going to do? What do I want to do? What do I
like
crave
ideas
to
kind
do?
of.
Absolutely. This is where you visualize and meditate on what you want to call in. It's when you write down lists of intentions.
You said earlier today, plant seeds.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
that what you mean?
Yep.
Okay.
Planting seeds.
Or gathering your seeds
Sure.
to plant.
Yeah. Dream about what seeds you want to bring to fruition.
I love that.
Right?
Dreaming, ideas.
And also kind of thinking about old energies that you don't want to bring forward with you. So doing some cleansing things like take a bath and watch the old energy go down the drain.
Okay.
Little incantation, water down the drain, never to be seen again.
Okay.
And really paying attention to like I mentioned, what do you want to bring in? Do you want to bring new emotions into your life? Do you want to bring a new habit into your life? New relationship, new goals? Like kind of go into a place of what is my why? Why?
Why?
What do I want, and why do I want it? What is it going to create in my life?
Okay.
This is the foundation for creation,
Okay.
is the new moon.
This is so good. You have so many good like ways of saying this in so many different ways.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I feel like all of the ways that you're offering this, everybody's going to catch it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Do you catch what I'm throwing?
I catch what you're throwing.
Yep.
I got you. What do I want and why?
Why?
Okay.
This phase is about being.
Being. Ooh.
I think we forget that we're human beings, not human doings.
Human beings.
So
not
even
doings.
if just every new moon, even if you just start your Moonology moon phase practice with every new moon, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna take a bath and do something for me and be. Yeah. That's a great place to start your practice, and then go from there. Every new moon, when you don't see a moon in the sky. And now what I love is that when people haven't heard about Moonology or don't know much about it or whatever, every time they look at the moon, it's going to feel and look different.
Oh, how so?
Because now you're learning about what that phase means. And it's going to bring up something to you like, oh, I don't see a moon in the sky. Like, how am I feeling? Am I feeling at a place where I just need to kind of chill and be? And I hope that it brings some type of an action or something you can do for yourself into mind whenever you see a phase of the moon above.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Okay. That's what I'm loving. Okay.
Right? Like I said, the structure of self-ing. The structure of self-love type of an idea.
I love it.
So the new moon is the seed.
Okay.
Dig it?
Got it.
Yes. Stillness, beginnings, rest, dreaming. The blank page of the seed.
Sounds amazing.
The seed to grow. Didn't you know? Kokomo. Dig it?
Dig it.
Then we move on to the Spock. We have the seed, now is the Spock. When the waxing crescent hits the sky, when you first see that light, kind of like the dawn after the dark,
okay,
that's when the action happens.
Okay.
That's when you spring into motion. That is the energy.
And that's waxing. Waxing means to grow.
Correct. Wax action. That's how I remember. Ooh. Waxing equals action.
Waxing.
Do I sound Minnesotan? Minnesotan. Tan.
Waxing action.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because this is when your seed, these are like the baby steps.
Okay.
As the moon grows, take bigger steps, bigger steps, bigger steps.
Ooh.
That's how I kind of think of it too. Like, this is your first little baby step because you don't have to do major motherfucking things, you guys. Gals. Non-binary pals. Peeps. Motherfucking magic
baby
peeps.
Step.
You don't have to take major steps. Do not make it difficult.
So
one little thing towards your goal it speaks volumes in the universe.
Would you be okay with as we're discussing this? Can we create either a fictional person or a fictional and talk about? Okay, she just lit up like a birthday cake.
I did. It's Christmas, right? Christmas tree.
So let's create a fictional person and a fictional goal for this person.
I love it.
Okay, let's say her name is Ace. No, I'm just kidding.
No, let's name her though.
No, let's do
her, him.
So let's. Pat. We're going to call
Pat androgyny. I love it.
So Pat represents all of us.
Yes.
Okay, you are Pat, I am Pat, we are
Pat. Action. Yeah.
Okay, so Pat
wax
has Pat the cat. No, I'm just kidding. So Pat is let's say Pat is a person who, so let's say so Pat would, during the new moon, Pat would rest.
What is Pat's goal?
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out.
What is Pat's goal? So Pat is resting, Pat is chilling. Pat is taking baths. Pat is journaling, visualizing, like meditating, sinking into their self.
Okay.
And when the new moon hits, that rest is that space for stillness. So then Pat comes up with an idea.
Okay.
Pat comes up with something that they want to do. Okay. What is that? What is that, Pat?
So Pat's dream is to be a underwater basket weaver. I don't know. Oh, we have to come up with something. Pat is
a marine biologist.
Oh, there we go. Okay, marine biologist.
Pat wants to be a marine biologist.
Okay, okay. So on the new moon, Pat would sit and think about all the sharks that they're going to see, and
do some daydreaming. Some visualizations, but also the visualizations of what is that going to look and feel like when it comes to fruition in your life.
Okay. All right. So visualizing
how you're going to feel.
So how is Pat going to feel when they become a
marine biologist?
Marine biologist. I love it.
And the seed planted is, I want to become, let's do a smaller one, maybe like, I'm absolutely, actually, no, fuck that. Let's do marine biologist.
Okay.
Someone out there is going to be like, this is me. I want to do that with my life. So let's not downplay it and make it small. We're done being small.
We are done playing small. We're entering into this
marine
with big
biology.
So Pat is going to dream about being a marine biologist.
Yes.
Okay.
Writing down the list of attentions, meditating on what you're calling in, the goals, the habits that you get to create from that in your life.
Okay.
And why? Why do you want to be a marine biologist, Pat?
Yes, because they have always enjoyed Jacques Cousteau.
Sure. What do you crave more of?
Yes.
Ask yourself that, like, not just why, but what do you crave more of, and what new version of myself is being born?
Okay, got it. Perfect.
Right.
So then the waxing. So then the moon glimmers its first light in the sky, and now it's a baby step action for Pat.
Hope, faith, momentum.
Okay. Hope, faith, and momentum.
Yep.
I like that.
The faith of becoming a marine biologist is going to fuel the entirety of this moon phase. And obviously it's not going to happen in one moon phase.
Obviously.
Yet working on it, planting the seed, bringing that to fruition, it could happen in 6 or 10 moon phases.
So let's say, so ultimately
Moon cycles, I should
these
say.
moon cycles is going to take Pat to their first major step towards.
Bingo.
Okay.
Because you take major moves, major move 1, major move 2, major move 3.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And giving yourself that type of a structure. For example, if you looked at the entirety of being a marine biologist, it's like, holy MFG.
Yes. There's a lot going on.
Holy shit.
Okay.
This is a big bite to chew. But how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time, boo. Nailed it. So what are the little bites of elephant that we're taking with each of our moon cycles?
Okay,
that
perfect.
could be it. Okay? So the spark, the energy, the baby steps. For example, the waxing crescent, when you do start to see that light in the sky, that is your flag, your beam, your green light, so to speak. And this is a phase of consistency more than anything.
Okay.
Right? Because maybe surrounding yourself with symbols of growth, or saying affirmations in every single day in the mirror type of a thing, or during your day, creating a vision board, writing a free form version of what having this would look like.
So
what would it feel like to have and feel being a marine biologist?
So would this be like commitment step 1?
Sure. Yeah.
Like making the decision?
Like, are you really committed? Well, that also comes later, but yes, you're making the decision to act on it.
Okay.
And the small steps, and like any step, pick any card to do.
A step of what?
Pick a card. Any step towards that goal. For example, looking into school classes about being a marine biologist.
Okay.
Following blogs about marine biology.
Studying the marine biologist of your dreams.
Sure, 100%.
Asking questions.
Reading the book about the super smart octopus.
Okay.
Or watching something on National Geographic about marine biology. Something that is going to bring you into that mindset, keep you into that mindset, and be an action step that you are saying, I'm interested in this universe and I want to play ping pong.
Hell yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Okay. And so during the waxing moon, this is the waxing moon right after the new moon, that the first step is to, so is that like, would you say that these would be baby steps, like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to iterate what I'm trying to say here. The all of the phases of the waxing, or just the first phase as the waxing?
So the waxing means from the new to the full.
Right. So there's
waxing,
multiple.
there are multiples. Correct.
So would you engage in all of those things we just talked about for Pat and being the marine biologist during all those phases, or only the first glimmer of light?
Well, if your seed is to be a marine biologist, you're going to be doing action steps towards the goal of making, for example, if going to marine biology school was the seed that we planted, and we're really serious about it.
Yep.
Then what we're going to be working on is doing tiny steps towards that goal until the full moon, so that hopefully your celebration is, I've signed up for classes to become a marine biologist.
Got you. Okay.
Because the waxing lasts usually 2 weeks, and the waning lasts 2 weeks.
Okay.
So that gives you roughly a 2-week period.
So all of the things that we just talked about, the Netflix special, the blog, all of the books, reading books, envisioning and moving towards that and making decisions towards that would be all in those 2 weeks that you're talking.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. I appreciate it, because
Thank you very
trying
much.
to understand all of this is just, I feel like I'm in school. This is awesome.
This is what is exactly what this is supposed to be. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, girl, for bringing me back to
Yeah.
my roots.
I love it.
My witch roots, boo.
Okay.
Okay, so back to the waxing crescent. I just want you to ask yourself, like, how can I affirm? What can I do to affirm
Okay.
my growth, my intentions, and the action mindset, the way I want to move forward?
Okay. How do I want to move forward? So this is the how. The how. Got it.
And a lot of people say release the how. Like, how is the universe going to bring this to me? What I would like you to put your energy into is, how can you continue playing the game?
Right. Stay in.
Don't just be like, I want to be a marine biologist, and then don't do a goddamn thing to make that a reality.
Yep.
Like you have to put your
Breathe
energy
life into it.
Absolutely. You have to put your mind and intention and life into it too.
So maybe it's like breathe life into the how.
Ooh.
It's not like it's not like, it's like feeding the how.
Sure.
Or breathing life into the fall. So it's not like, because I understand release the how, because that feels like a control thing. So I get that. But this is about breathing into how does this look for me?
Right.
More like.
How can I enjoyably make action steps towards this?
Okay. Got it.
To bring the excitement and because of course in anything you want to bring to fruition, you want the excitement to be there. So this is kind of like your action phase to get excited about it.
Yep.
Right? The how am I going to breathe life into this with excitement where it's going to be effective in my life and I want to show up for it.
And experiencing the feelings around that.
Absolutely.
I remember when I went into like my obsession with Queen, the band. Queen is one of my favorite obsessions. Like you are with Prince, I'm
sure.
like with Freddie Mercury.
I got you.
And I remember when I first started getting into it, it was like I couldn't get enough of it. I would dress like him and I would, I had like a leather jacket, like a Freddie Mercury jacket, and I had this and this and this and this. And it was so, I dressed like him for Halloween, all of these things. And those were like the little things that were breathing life into this new obsession that I had, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it was like the joyful. So can we assume that this is the part where you would be excited and it would be fun and it's hopeful and all of those things?
Yeah.
Awesome.
When my very first moon cycle that I worked with, my seed that I planted was that I was going to work along with the moon cycles.
Really?
So with the waxing, it's like, what can I do? I can look at books. I can look into, all of this stuff. When I first did my first cosmic timepiece moon cycle was learning about the moon cycles.
Okay.
And embodying what that means and getting excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So that could be your first one is I really want to learn how I work best with the moon cycles and start dipping into that.
Okay. Beautiful.
And then you have the first quarter. A lot of people, some people look at the moon in 4 phases. I look at it in roughly 8.
Okay.
Right? Some people just do new moon, waxing, full moon, waxing, waning.
Yes.
I do the new moon, the crescent, the first quarter, the waning gibbous, the waxing gibbous. Like I do the full totality of the moon cycles.
Good. Do it.
So the first quarter is when the moon is half and half because it's at a 90-degree angle. And if you think about a 90-degree angle, it could bring up conflict.
Okay, wait, let's go back to the visual of that for a second.
Yep.
So are we talking about 2 pieces of the pie missing?
2 pieces of the pie missing, correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Or no.
2/4 of the pie missing. Half of the pie is missing.
Okay, half the pie is missing.
Yep.
Okay. And that's up and down vertical.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, it depends on where you are in the world.
Oh, I see.
It's just half moon.
Half moon. Okay, got it. First quarter, half moon. Got it.
So this is where some challenges could come up for you. This is where your commitment, when you said commitment, like yes, you're making an excited puppy commitment, but right now you're making the real deal commitment.
Yep. Okay.
Like, okay, that's something I do want to bring to fruition. I'm ready to feel the resistance because of it. For example, if you want to become a marine biologist and they're like, oh, FAFSA, financial aid, or, you're going to school for it and some roadblock comes up and you have to get over that roadblock to prove to yourself that this is what you really want.
Okay.
That could come up during the first quarter.
Okay.
And this is known to me as the push because it's pushing against you. Like, do you really, really want this?
Oh. So
Are you like the universe be like, are you serious though? Are you absolutely sure that this is what you want? Because you're feeling kind of that edge.
it's almost like reality sets in.
100%.
You're like, oh, a marine biologist,
Yep.
I'm probably going to be like wet a lot.
Sure. Wow. Yeah. I didn't think of it that way.
Or
but yes.
what if, there is the possibility of being eaten like a shark. How do we manage that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the reality of what that is going to entail, or
Okay.
what that is going to bring you, or kind of like the realization of if this actually did come to my life, holy shit, what would that look like? Would I be able to handle that?
Okay. Wow.
Am I ready for that?
Okay.
So sometimes, this resistance, and a lot of the times it has to do with boundary setting. For example, if you want to go back to school and all of these friends of yours want you to come, rock and roll every Friday, Saturday night, you have to say no. Sometimes you're going to have to say no so you can study and become a marine biologist. Shit's going to change.
That's right.
Or if you want to work with the moon, the first quarter is going to be like, is this going to fit into your life? Like you have to release time somewhere else to be able to put it towards the study of moonology and the moon cycles.
So it's almost like a bit of an it's about really seeing yourself in that role.
Yeah.
And like really like organizing and like what does it really mean to be a marine biologist?
Sure. Yeah.
Got it.
Pat's grappling with that. And this is the decision moment of the action. Okay. Do I really, really want this? Or do I just start all over again?
Got you. Okay. Do I really want this?
So some things you can do to plug into this is, like I said, set healthy boundaries, because wherever your energy is being drained, it's taking away from that energy of excitement that you felt in the waxing crescent.
Okay, say it again.
Saying no, boundaries, because wherever your energy is being drained, it's taking away from that excitement that you felt in the waxing crescent phase.
Okay. So in essence, if people are like, oh, we're going to start a band, Pat. We want you to be in the band. You're like, no, but I really, like, do I want to be in the band or do I want to be a marine biologist?
Sure.
Like that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I'm not going to be in the band because I have to really do this. I'm committing to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Got it.
And
Pat has an exciting life, by the way.
Sometimes moving, Pat in a band. All right.
Pat's killing it.
The Pats.
The Pats.
What you think about that? Move your body during this, right? Like the shaking, the strength type, like pushing, literally and figuratively moving and pushing against resistance can be a really good practice for this moment of when you start to feel that tension.
Yes.
Because tension isn't punishment. It's during this time, the tension's not meant to be punishment. It's supposed to get you to check your power.
You know what I just thought of?
Tell me.
What if you created a playlist for each phase of the moon?
Love that.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking love that.
We should do that. I was going to say.
Like waxing crescent. I'm the fire starter.
Yeah.
Twisted fire starter.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like the.
Like what do you think would be the perfect song to go with this part of the moon?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like what song would be the soundtrack of this part of the phase?
That's a great question.
It'd be like a song that would be like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And like, right?
You could do it that way. Or, like for example, Firestarter, what I just mentioned.
What is Firestarter?
By Prodigy. Oh, girl.
I just did question mark over my head.
That's okay. No judgment, Judy. Prodigy was really big when I was younger, and they have a song called Firestarter.
I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah. It's like heavy metal-ish.
Okay.
Kind of. I don't know if you would call it heavy. It's not like screamo, but anyway, that song gets me going.
Oh.
Right? So that's what I would say is if you have a song for each of these phases, how can you coincide it with the energy? For example, the new moon being in darkness, being in stillness, that might be some chill Fleetwood Mac. That might be
some Nora Jones.
Something to make you chill and relax. Whereas then all of a sudden the waxing crescent comes up and you're like, let's fucking go. Right?
I need
That's
this.
exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, got you.
And the first quarter might be like I don't know. It's still pushing against you, but now it's not your push like, yeah, let's fucking go. It's like, oh fuck.
The reality.
Yeah, kind of like I don't know what song that would be, but I'm gonna keep thinking about it.
Yeah, you'd have to. Okay.
All right. Take it. Great question.
Okay.
If anyone out there has some songs that they listen to or they can think of for what I'm explaining, please get a hold of us. Comment on Spotify. Let us know where you're at. Give me a DM because it's fun.
I was going to say, because right now somebody's listening to this right now and they're going, bitches.
They're yelling at the fucking radio.
Yeah. Like whatever.
Can you hear me on the airwaves?
So whatever song that immediately just comes to mind for you, please put it in the comments.
Yeah, because we had the seed, waxing crescent, we have the spark. First quarter is the push.
Okay.
Maybe it is literally push.
Like push it?
I want to push you around.
Oh. Well, you're going Matchbox 20.
Yeah, what did you do?
Push it.
Oh, hey,
push
I even like that way better. Yo, baby pop. Yeah. Come and give me your kiss.
Oh, Lord. She got the whole movement going. I know. Have done this live,
better
man.
make it fast because I'm going to get. Okay. Thanks. God damn it. That's the first quarter song.
Okay.
All right. Now, after the first quarter, you are still waxing. So you have a waxing gibbous, which is not half and half, but it's not yet full.
Okay.
So you have what's called the waxing gibbous moon.
Okay. And what does gibbous mean?
That's a great question. What does gibbous mean?
So this would be like 75% illuminated?
Yes, I would say that for sure.
75% illuminated.
Oh, here we go. I found out what gibbous means in Latin. What? My hump. It means hump.
Like to hump? These are my humps? I mean, you could...
My hump.
That could be a lot
Humpbacked. The term gibbous comes from the Latin word humpbacked.
Ooh, cool.
It appears swollen or more than half full, but not yet a full circle.
Okay.
See?
Gotcha.
And this is known to me as like so Pat has put their seed in the ground.
Okay.
They have started doing action steps. I want to go to school. I want to do this. I want to do that. Doom bat, bitty bat. And then I felt some resistance, like, oh, is this really meant for me? Do I really, really want this though? And I made my decision, and hell yeah, marine biology is for me. I'm going with it. Okay. So then the wax and gibbous comes in, and it's like, okay, now that I want to really do this, now I have to fine tune and remix it and realign it and edit it and tweak it.
I love remix.
And organize it to be something that still makes me excited, obviously, but is more realistic.
Does it like hone in?
Yeah, okay. Hone in, fine tune, hone in. I like that.
Okay.
How can we be more specific?
Okay.
And this is kind of like the polishing phase.
Can I just say something really quick? So it almost seems like the new moon has the energy of like, what if I was a marine biologist, right?
What if?
Like, okay. And then the dreaming, that's like a soft action, it seems like. What if? And then the first quarter moon is like.
Oh, I like that you said new moon is soft action.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to write that down.
Yes.
Soft
That's
action.
a big fat yes.
Okay. Thank you. But then the first quarter, you would feel the conflict. So then you need to put more energy into that thing. Like you need to, so this is like, okay. And then the wax and gibbous means like, okay, all right, let's fucking go. How does this look? Like, what the fuck does this even look like right now?
Yeah.
So then the energy is higher then, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the moon is growing, your energy is growing as well.
Okay.
Because the full moon is the peak of the energy culmination.
Beautiful.
So absolutely, you fucking nailed it. The new moon to the full moon, your energy is just building and culminating and moving.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of energy.
Okay. So now we're at like 75% illumination, so to speak, with gibbous moon. So this is more energy than the first quarter and way like almost twice as much energy in the new moon. Correct?
More than twice.
More than twice.
Because if you think about it, when the moon is half, it's twice the energy of when it's new. Then it's full, it's 4 times the energy, kind of like a pie. Oh. Right? If you had a 4-piece pie. And then as it's waning down, then it's back to a 50% energy.
Okay. Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So you're at 75% energy putting into what you
are going to do.
Are culminating or the intentions you set in the new moon. That's a good way. Maths? Are we mathing? We're mathing.
I'm picking it
Pumpkin
up.
pie? Yeah, we'll just think about it like a pie. So that's the wax and gibbous. Some things you can do to pull into this energy are to be gratitude. Oh. Like, oh man, this is awesome. I'm still excited. I'm making these moves. I'm seeing some things happen. I felt some resistance, but I really made that decision and commitment to follow through on it. Refining, like I said, if you found that during the first quarter that the rituals and the things you do around the daily, the habits that you hold are not a space to culminate and fertilize what you're trying to create, it might be a good time to refine your rituals and fine tune and hone in on what are things that I do that are not adding to or actually taking away from those actions and me making this move, this change.
Customizing.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Customizing.
Okay.
Really journaling about what's working and what's not working.
Okay.
Because then as we get into the full moon, we celebrate what worked and we release what didn't.
Gotcha.
And also during a wax and gibbous, give yourself a little bit of acknowledgement, right? Ooh. Like acknowledge what you are already changing and already doing, because it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet.
I love it.
Roughly.
Okay.
Yeah?
Got it.
How does that feel?
That feels good. That feels good.
Okay.
What's next?
I think the first quarter song. Oh, push it real good. Baby, I'm ready to go.
Which one?
From the rooftop, shout it out. It's a crack. From Republica in the 90s. Republica in the 90s.
I love
it. Was like the songs that were on, say, Clueless.
We could literally create a play, like anyone could create a playlist. I think we should do that. I think we should be like, as a way to plug in. If you're resonating with this conversation right now, listener, I think you should make a playlist and like literally we should share these playlists with each other. Yeah. Like you could make it any way you wanted. You could do all 90s songs. You could do all 80s songs. You could do all Taylor Swift songs.
Well, yeah, you can.
I mean, she got enough. All Prince songs. I just love that idea of creating that playlist as a way to remember how things go and how we feel, and as we connect.
Yeah, try to connect the feeling of what this is with a song. And then play that every moon cycle.
Yes.
Oh, that's a really great idea, Ace.
Yeah, we should. I mean,
if listeners out there,
this is the action step.
Get to it. Let's do it.
Okay. So we're at wax and gibbous.
Yep. So the wax and gibbous has passed, and you are refining, retuning, remixing, realigning, recalibrating, organizing,
sorting,
pulling
it apart.
Yeah. Okay. And also being like, oh, cool, I made that shit happen.
Yeah.
Go me, indeed.
Go Pat.
Yeah. Go Pat.
Pat's killing it.
Pat is signed up for classes, and he's ready to rock and roll.
Okay, so this is the sign up for classes.
Ready. Yeah, Pat, they are ready to rock and roll. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now the full moon comes. And the full moon is the culmination, the peak energy. So this is all the energy is amplified. The word lunatic comes from personally, lunatic comes from Luna, right? Because a lot of old time, they're like lunatic. When the full moon would come up, people would go nuts.
That's what I have clients and teachers. I'm sorry, I have clients who are teachers and nurses who explain this phenomenon.
Absolutely.
Just people coming in just unhinged.
Because if you think about it, you're 60% water. So the way that the moon moves, the tides of the moon, the way that the moon is moving the tides of the earth is the exact same way that it's moving your tides inside of your body.
Okay.
So lunacy, I believe, came from people not utilizing the moon to their benefit, people not working with the energy. Like you have all of this energy. Think about what go nuts.
Kind of trouble you
Think about a puppy that sits in their kennel all day. They get out and they chew shoes and they shit themselves and they run around and and it's
chaos.
Like
yeah.
I just want to fucking do something. And a lot of times
the moon is telling me to do something.
The moon is telling you to do something. Do something with your motherfuckers.
Okay, so I think that in every hospital and school we need a witch in there
to help them do something.
Clean this hallway.
Yeah.
Something,
Put this energy to work.
Yes.
And that's what you're doing.
It'd be amazing if doctors said that.
You're celebrating.
You just have lunatic syndrome
you just
right
have
now.
Lunacy.
You just have...
Yep. Just connect to your inner witch and start doing some shit with yourself.
Okay, I love that. Done.
Because you have this culmination, this amplification of energy.
This is party
and this
mode.
is the excitement. Yeah, 1000%. This is celebrate good times. Come on.
Da-da-da-da. Party like it's 1999.
Hey, say less. I was dreaming when I wrote it.
Okay. Ooh, he was dreaming when he wrote that. He was in the new moon when he wrote that.
There you go. I was dreaming when I wrote this. Yep.
Ooh, we could do that. A whole song could be the whole. Anyway, okay, sorry. Anyway.
See, look at you.
I know.
Performer coming out. So yes, this is the harvest. This is a celebration. Okay. This is your manifestations kind of culminating, coming to life.
I love how you mentioned culminating like 3 times.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's because it is. It's
culmination.
It's coming to fruition.
So what does that look like in Pat's life?
Well, like I said, he's going to school.
Okay, so school.
Or he's got some plans. He nailed that down. And he also followed a bunch of blogs and reached out to one of the things, and now he's got an internship.
Okay.
Or they have an internship. You know what I mean? Like,
so the goal has been ultimately...
The goal has some play with the universe. Like, you made this move, here's what you get in return. Okay. And that's what you're celebrating.
Okay. Got it.
Right?
Got it.
And you're releasing. Let's say Pat didn't get into school because there were too many blocks and too much resistance with finances.
Okay.
Now the next thing we're going to work on is getting our finances together to make sure that financial aid comes through, and that might be in the next cycle of the moon.
Okay.
Right?
I like
because that was the release. Now, after the full moon, what we're releasing is maybe things about limiting beliefs about money, or limiting beliefs about, do I deserve to be a marine biologist? Am I good enough? Or imposter syndrome? Whatever kind of block came up.
So full moon can be party mode, and it can be also major
it is
block.
Both. It is both.
So something shit's going down.
Yeah, you're shifting. Shift happens, boo. Yeah,
shit's going down
Shift
on
your
the full
pants.
moon. Okay.
Because everything you're working towards is now coming to light, right? The full illumination illuminates what desires to be eliminated. Okay. That's a full moon.
Okay. Gotcha. This is really good to have it personified for me so that I can understand, Because because Pat wants to be a marine biologist doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to happen. That's the reality of the situation, is how do we work with, the phases of the moon if it's not like, boom, I'm a marine biologist, rock on,
Oh, it's not that fast?
Well, it can be, I suppose. But like, what if, I like that you use the example of the, what if Pat didn't, it's not party mode for Pat. Pat's like, damn, another block. Okay. What do I got to let go to get
what work do I have to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or let's say they wanted to reach out on a blog of a marine biologist, that someone they really look up to, or that book that they read. They're like, man, I would love to learn under this person. And they got so afraid of something, right? They're like I said, imposter syndrome or whatever came up for them, that maybe working on that fear of whatever came up. Like that's what the first quarter could have been. What am I afraid of?
Okay.
Ask yourself, what are you afraid of? What fear is coming up for me that is not allowing me to make a move? That's the conflict.
First quarter is the half moon, you were saying.
Correct.
So that's not waxing and it's not gibbous either.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, crescent. So you have waxing crescent.
Okay.
And waxing gibbous, because they're both in the waxing phase.
Got you. And first quarter is in the middle of those
First quarter is in the middle.
Got you.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you have the full moon after the gibbous. Maybe write down those limiting beliefs. What are things you can do to plug into this full moon? Obviously, get charged up. If you're celebrating, do some celebration. Dance around a fire, naked in the moonlight, and soak up those moonbeams.
And I also think there's something to be said for having a celebration with the realization that there's more obstacle to work through. Like, hey, look how far I've come. Look what I've discovered.
Yeah. But there's also something that got in the way.
Right. I love that.
And releasing that and being okay with that as well.
Yes.
Being okay to being open-minded is one of the main things that we're doing when we're working with the moon.
And to go, thank you, universe. Thank you, moon.
Bingo. Gratitude.
For realizing that I have limiting beliefs around finances. So that I can continue working.
So then I can continue working on this. I'm going to keep working on the seed that I planted here.
Right.
But now it's just changed a little bit next moon, because I'm going to work on my prosperity and maybe what's getting in the way of
your goal.
Goal of going to school somehow, some way, shape, or form.
Gotcha.
Bingo.
Okay.
Maybe I look at a different perspective and I sign up for a scholarship. Or, like how can we get over that block? How can we move through it? What can we release?
And with 100% illumination, we have 100% energy.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
All the lights
That's why
are
we
on.
charge. Yeah, that's why we charge our crystals. We make moon water, all of that jazz during you can make it during any moon, new moons, whatever. Mm-hmm. But the full moon is a great culmination, because those rays are clearing, they're cleaning, they're releasing, they're just really full of energy.
Okay.
Whatever intention you put into that energy of the moon is going to be in that water or what have you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So what are you ready to let go of, and what are you ready to celebrate in yourself? All these things, all the things that you have done, all the changes you're making are being amplified, including your emotions around it, your energy and your power of what you're putting into it.
Okay, so this energy, the thing you're talking about, like what the if you will, the elimination of negativity, or like the bad part of it, mm-hmm. right? If we're going to quantify it in that way. And then the celebration. No wonder people are lunatics. What am I supposed to be celebrating? Yeah. What am I supposed to be letting go of?
Yeah.
Like, no wonder people are lunatics during that time.
Yeah, because they're not potentially putting this energy into something that's constructive.
Okay, got it.
Yes, use the energy in a constructive way, whether that be shadow work, releasing, kind of digging deep, because mm-hmm. that's great for full moons for illuminating, or utilizing it as like a self-care fucking holiday. Like, I did some shit and I deserve it.
I'm going to Mexico.
Sucker.
Sucker. Okay, cool. All right, so here we are, 100% illumination, party mode, gratitude to the universe.
Yep.
We're talking to Jacques Cousteau's. We're talking to Jacques. He's passed away.
Yeah.
We're talking to, I don't know any famous marine biologist. I'm embarrassed to say, but anyway, so we're talking to our mentors. We're instigating. We're using all of the energy of the moon to move forward. Yep. In this plan mm-hmm. with lunatic energy.
Utilizing that energy. Go to a moon circle, host a moon circle, do something with the moon. just utilize it to whatever feels good. And it could be sleeping, because some witches sleep during the full moons because they're like, I utilized my energy and I'm ready to fucking just crash for a minute, and I'm cool with that, and release. And whatever feels good to you. Sometimes full moons are exhausting.
Okay.
And if it is, then utilize it that way.
I love that. With all of the energy you can.
Yeah, and just feel your emotions, because that's what it's for. It's for illuminating your emotions.
Okay, love it. Illuminating emotions. That is a lot happening.
Oh, yeah.
On the full moon.
Oh, yeah.
Now I understand
Yeah.
why. Okay, what do we got next? Or is there more of that?
Oh, we're moving on.
Oh, move on.
Moving on.
I'm uncomfortable with all this crazy.
Okay. The waning. We start with the waning now.
Okay.
The waning gibbous, after the full moon, after you have peaked, after you are exhausted from the party or the, I don't want to say pity, but you know, the blockage, the releasing, the waning gibbous means charity, generosity, gratitude, sharing what you've learned.
Sharing.
Or really stepping into this new version of yourself that you have been creating.
Learned. Okay.
Yep. Share the magic. Share. And even if it's just in your own journal, take a moment of really awesome reflection.
Got it. I'm writing all this stuff down.
I know.
Okay, let me ask you a question about the difference between waxing gibbous and waning gibbous, or half moon. So how do we know? I mean, aside from if we're paying attention, then duh. Like when was the full moon? Oh, we're in waning gibbous. How can we tell by looking at the moon what phase we're in, aside from new, full, and crescent? Is it like right side, left side? How does that work?
Well, you have to, when you see the full moon,
yeah,
then you know when it starts to decrease.
Right.
And I know that you're like, hey, is it left side, right side?
What if we wake up from a coma? Okay.
Sure.
And we look at the sky and we're like, shit, are we waning or waxing right now? Like, you weren't there for the full moon, so you don't remember. You weren't there for the new moon, so you don't know.
That's a great question. And I bet we can find the answer, because I think it's different on the northern and the southern hemisphere.
Oh,
it really has to do with where you are in the world.
She's looking at AI and and just double checking this information, because I mean, maybe that's not important, because if you are paying attention to the cycles itself,
you asked a question.
Well, no, but I'm just curious. I mean, maybe that doesn't mean anything necessarily, but like I said, every once in a while, like if you're like me, listener, and you're kind of in a like, there's a million things going on and I don't even remember if I know when the full moon was, like, or like, let's say you dropped off your practice of studying the moon phases and you're like, okay, where are we at? Now I know I can also go on my weather app. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can go on your weather app and you can scroll up on your weather app and it will tell you if we're in gibbous or whatever. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, of course you did. So, it explains what the illumination looks like. It explains with all of that stuff, which I think is wonderful for technology. So thank goodness for that. But let's say we don't have technology, right? Mm-hmm. And Pat just woke up from a coma, and how do we know?
Well, Pat, if they are in the northern hemisphere, the light is going to be on the left.
When you're waning.
When you are waning.
Okay. And then in the southern hemisphere, it would be different.
Correct.
Gotcha. Opposite.
To my knowledge.
Okay. So waxing is on the right if you're in the western hemisphere, or I'm sorry, the northern hemisphere. Okay. Perfect.
Great question.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for Google.
Yes. Thank you, Google. Gratitude.
We learned that all together. The more you know. Right? So charity, generosity, sharing the good vibes that you just got out of, or sharing the knowledge that you just got out of,
okay,
that you found. Maybe volunteering, teaching, something along those lines where you're giving back to the universe in some way, shape, or form. Or you can utilize this time to organize your spaces, to get rid of old things. This is when the light is decreasing, when the energy is decreasing. When you are decreasing, you are waning, or you are drawing light out of the sky. So your energy is not going to be as oomphy.
Okay.
Right? This is let's pull back a little bit. Maybe write some thank you notes, or write some gratitude to yourself. Something it's kind of like you're tying the bow a little bit, or you're getting ready to tie the bow on this and settle back into action phase.
Okay, got it. So this is waking up from the party the next day going, whoa,
that was so awesome. How can I thank somebody for that?
Yeah, like I'm gonna send all the notes out and be like, fuck, dude, thanks
Yeah.
for coming to my party. Thanks for, like, here's a little present.
Yeah, kind of like the buzz after something really awesome happened.
Okay. Like,
Because
you can
even
feel
the release,
it, but
even the release is going to be awesome.
right. Okay.
Because it leaves you space now after you release things. It leaves you space to bring something better in its place.
Gotcha.
And kind of on the same tip with the waning gibbous, it's kind of like, what can you give from a place of gratitude? What can you give away? Even donating old clothes and purging your spaces.
Okay.
What can I give from what I've gained?
Oh, I love that.
Because what you give during this phase multiplies super rad Ola.
I have to tell you that I think that's what the world right now is missing a lot, is gratitude. And I think it's because it's been replaced by anxiety. Did you know, this is a bullshit fact number 587 of the podcast, but I heard this somewhere and I know it's real because I feel this. Did you know that anxiety and gratitude cannot live in the same brain?
I did not know that.
So if you're anxious, the best antidote to anxiety, if you're having anxiety, is gratitude.
Sure.
And I love that because it's the opposite of, because anxiety is about like looking forward, right? And like being worried about the future, typically.
Yeah, depression is the past.
Mm-hmm. But gratitude is 100% the present.
Absolutely.
It brings you back to the present like that.
Sure.
So I love how they say that, I think scientifically, energetically, electrically, so to speak, electricity, you know where I'm going with this.
Yep.
Anxiety and gratitude cannot live in your brain at the same time. So, little tip there.
That is a nice little tip.
Yeah, but I like that because
anxiety is bringing your mind to an illusion, so to speak, your brain to an illusion.
Or
so
lies,
bringing it or bringing it back to the present moment and saying, I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for
I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful I'm alive.
Yeah,
I'm grateful I haven't
yeah.
crashed my car yet.
I love that. Ooh.
Okay, so all right, so waning gibbous,
And then the last quarter.
the last quarter.
Ooh. We're at an hour. Let's pick it up.
Okay,
a little bit.
let's do.
Last quarter. Again, you are in conflict phase, but this time it's not about conflict of action. This time it's more about not beating yourself up.
Oh.
This is about forgiveness. This is about closure. This is about integration, learning lessons.
Okay.
This is about letting go and surrender.
Okay.
That's what the last quarter is. And it can be a conflict to let go and surrender. So that's kind of what this resistance feels like at this 90-degree angle.
Okay, so what does this look like in Pat's journey?
Sure. So Pat feels very guilty that they didn't get financial aid, or feels shame that they didn't write the blog master of the marine biology blog because they were afraid of looking stupid. Okay. This is the space to release resentments and release that shame or guilt, and kind of reflect on getting more grounded, I would say. Grounding yourself back down, and not beating yourself up for being human.
I love that. My favorite thing that you taught me is hello, human. I say it all the time now, so I'm grateful for that. Hello, human.
Yeah, this is the space of emotional detox.
Yes.
Kind of the getting ready to restore equilibrium. And like I said, just
getting your feet back out on it.
Yeah, getting your footing back under you, getting that mind space ready for the next cycle.
Okay.
Kind of an idea, because we're in the closure space now, as we are already halfway through waning.
Okay.
We're forgiving ourselves because that forgiveness of yourself, your past, your relationships, whatever needs to be forgiven for whatever blockages came up during the phase, that forgiveness is going to be the fertilizer for the next cycle.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Forgiveness.
The fertilizer for the seed of the next cycle. So being able to forgive yourself and surrender and let go to not making it happen, or allowing yourself to be okay with whatever got in the way.
I love that you said forgiveness is fertilizer for the next season, because oftentimes I feel like we deny ourselves forgiveness often.
Sure.
Like I know there's so many people out there who might forgive their spouse or their parent or their child or whoever, someone in their relationship, for doing the thing because they understand why they did that or where they went with it, but they don't forgive themselves.
Sure.
and this is so important, what if we just did a practice every month where we forgive ourselves? What kind of world would be in? How far would we get in our lives?
And not just ourselves, but the people around us too.
Yes.
You know, because everyone's coming from their own space of fears and traumas and limiting beliefs and projections and triggers, and but just forgiving them, forgiving us, forgiving. Yeah.
And real forgiving. That's hard. That should hurt a little bit.
Sure.
Don't you
But it should
think?
also feel good.
Right. But it's like taking.
But yes, I can see that.
Yeah. It's almost like taking that arrow out of your back that's been there for 2 months. And
Ow.
you got to pull it out. Yeah, it's going to bleed a little bit. It's going to hurt. But afterwards, oh, thank goodness there's no arrow back there anymore.
Yeah. Damn. You went deep with that.
I do.
So Pat forgave themselves for not following through on reaching out for a mentor. We'll say that, or something like that. Not following through, or something got in the way, and they're just like, you know what,
or maybe they didn't click.
Fine.
Yeah, or maybe they didn't actually hit. The click the purchase the code. You know what I mean? Like,
got it
for whatever reason, because of the limiting beliefs. Like, I don't have enough money to do this. Kind of thing.
Okay, exactly.
Got it. Okay.
And maybe like performing a cord cutting ritual would be great during this, because the energy is decreasing. And when I mean cord cutting, I mean it could be a habit, or like I said, a limiting beliefs,
or getting away from a person who's blocking your way.
Absolutely, 100%. Something from the past that is still eating you up inside, like cord cutting. There's a really awesome incantation and spell to do.
Okay.
So cord cutting to release resentment, guilt, and getting just the clutter out of your mind space.
Okay.
I would say clearing up the space again for the blank slate.
Okay.
That is
Clearing up
coming.
The clutter.
Yep.
Got it.
So getting grounded, emotional detox, and just being okay with the lesson. Being able to love and sit with the lesson.
Love and sit with the lesson. I love that.
Dig it. In our last moon phase, before we get into the new moon again, because it just keeps going on and on. This is the song that doesn't end.
Okay.
And it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started saying, I know what it was. And they'll continue. All right. Waning crescent. This is the healing, the restoration, what is known as the balsamic moon.
Ooh.
Which literally translates into to heal.
Balsamic
moon, the waning crescent. The waning crescent goes into the balsamic, and then that's kind of like that last tiny sliver in the sky before it disappears. So the restoration, the solitude, this is the hermit moment of the moon phase.
Okay.
So
going
peace,
way inward.
the deep rest in the peace, and the just finding that exhale before you inhale again.
Okay, so this in Pat's journey of being signed up for school, what does this look like?
This looks like, okay, I'm gonna get my wits about me. I'm gonna get ready for this new culmination of energy that I'm about to dive into. I'm gonna daydream about it. I'm gonna meditate in stillness. I'm gonna just find some stillness before I dive into this crazy, amazing thing that I'm doing.
So it's like the weekend before Monday, you kick off again.
Yes.
Okay.
There. Ooh, wow. That's a good one. Sure.
Kind of, it like represents the weekend. Like, let's rest. Okay. The weekend before.
Yeah. So the full moon is Friday. Like, let's party. The waning gibbous is Saturday morning when you're super excited, whatever. And the last quarter into the waning crescent is Sunday.
Okay.
And then you hop on the bandwagon again Monday.
Got it. That's a really great way of saying that.
Stillness is not... And the thing about the crescent is it's kind of like it's holding you, right? I want you to think about stillness not as like a void, not as something that's missing, but it's actually a womb space.
Ooh, I love that.
You're creating and getting ready and daydreaming and finding stillness in a womb space so that you can plant a new seed within it.
So safety, nurturing, care.
Oh, yeah.
While you're gearing up to do the next thing.
Yeah.
Got you. Love that.
Because you already went through like the... what got in the way, the release. You already did the forgiveness. Now it's time to just simmer and be okay with simmering in stillness of what you learned, what you did, what you didn't, where you're at, and what's coming next.
Okay. What's coming next? Gearing up. I love that.
Yeah. Because like I said, this is like cognitive behavioral therapy. The moon helps you plug into cycles, and it feels natural, not forced. When you really start to put your energy into it, it feeds energy back into you.
Okay, and so now with the energy dwindling in the waning crescent, now the next phase is back to the beginning.
Correct.
The new moon, where there is no moon in the sky.
Correct.
It's dark, and we're still in that resting, finding stillness mode, and
But
not
that
doing
stillness,
anything
yep,
yet.
Now that stillness has a breath of life to it, though.
Yes,
It has an
a little
intention behind it.
Okay. So okay, that makes sense. And now we're back in sort of, if you will, not that any part of these are positive versus negative, but that we're back into like from the waning crescent into the new moon. That's when there's a shift of, okay, here we go. It doesn't, but I remember you said, this isn't about doing. This isn't about being.
Correct.
This is just a different, so I love how it honors all the phases of that emotional cycle too.
For sure.
It's just like, okay, all right, we're going to do the thing. Okay. All right. So we're going to start thinking about the next thing. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see how we feel about all of that.
Yeah. So the waning crescent is when you just breathe. Right. And then when it hits the new moon phase and you see that there's no moon in the sky, that's when you breathe and you start to put intentions and soft action. Bingo.
Okay.
Sucka?
Yes. Sucka.
Yes.
I think I figured it out.
Yes.
I figured it all out.
And also, if you really want to dive into this cosmic timepiece, like you can track your moods along with it. You can track your actions, your intentions, the things you're releasing. You can track your body.
Okay.
And this is another episode, the menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
Because the menstrual cycle also is a mirror, an ancient mirror of the moon.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. In fact, I almost sent you a text the other day. I was like, because it was Samhain, and I got my period on Samhain.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, what do I do? How am I supposed to, what do I do? I was going to call you. I was going to text you, like, I got my period today. What do I do?
What now?
And I have you be like, oh, what?
Oh no, that would have been a great conversation.
Oh shit, I should have sent it.
But we'll save that for another
Okay,
episode.
let's do it.
Hey, I got my period on a full moon. What do I do? Or a waxing moon or whatever, because it's such a beautiful mirror of what you yourself are craving and needing in that moment.
Love.
Yeah, and we'll learn about the history of the red tents and all that stuff. Like I really got into that for a portion of my practice as well.
Okay.
So we'll go into the female moon cycle, if you will, or the femoonin.
Feminine.
About the shed and the wax and the wane. And
where Pat becomes Patty for a
Pat
second.
becomes Patty, and it could still be Pat.
Yeah.
But yes, if you really are looking into working with the moon, this is a great way to start. It's a great way to find a foundation within the flow of the cyclic nature and the cosmic timepiece and the structure, and making the structure exactly what you want it to be, because it's available for everybody.
Awesome.
That's what it's so beautiful about and then that's what I love the most is, being a witch and being in a practice that being in a lunar community or being in a spirituality that follows the cycles of the moon, knowing that there are so many people and energies working along with that exact same moon at the exact same time in potentially the exact same way. Like, think about how many boomerangs are being sent up at that time.
Yeah.
It's absolutely astounding.
That would be. And boy, that is really intentional.
And finding a community or finding a collective, finding a lunar based, or even if it's not lunar based or whatever, maybe if it's seasons of the wheel based, whatever that looks like, finding some structure where you can hone your flow.
Okay.
And do it along with others is such a valuable tool. But be a solitary practitioner as well. Mm-hmm. But I do know for myself, and this is me just speaking from my own experience, is doing it along with a community.
I agree.
Is so rewarding, and the reflections that come back from that.
I was going to say, and the power
is
of
so powerful,
coming
so
together.
Powerful.
Yeah, coming together to do that. That's amazing.
So that's what I know to be true about the moon boo.
I love that. Thank you for sharing all of
you.
your knowledge. We are all baby.
Thank you for allowing me to teach. It is my favorite
Yes.
thing to do.
Yes.
Ba-doo-ba-doo.
Dooby-doo.
Dooby-doo. I feel like this was kind of a lower vibrational one because it was so much learning and so much information. I know we've gone, not too far over the hour, but I do respect
edit.
and no, we don't edit around here.
We don't edit around here. Okay.
I do want to say how much I value the time and energy that your listeners are spending with us. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for getting back to us. Thanks for getting at us, sliding in the DMs, leaving comments. Let us know how you're feeling. Where are you going? What do you need? What do you want? Also the full moon Zoom boom for Taurus full moon is Thursday, November 6th.
Okay.
Thursday, November 6th. That'll be in the evening.
And for those of us
Thursday,
who don't know
November
what a full moon Zoom boom is,
Yeah.
explain really
So
quickly.
it's going to have a little ritual. It's going to have what's called a path working practice, which is plugging into your subconscious through the art of active imagination. So I'll take you through like a guided meditation where you find symbolism, you find messages, answers. It will be having to do with Taurus energy, Taurus and Scorpio, because that is the axis we are currently on with the full moon in Taurus. Okay. And then also for those that show up, there will be mini tarot readings.
Yes.
Mini tarot, don't you know?
And I'll tell you, we just did one for Samhain, and I can't even tell you how fucking accurate she was when she did it. Like, again, my friends texted me, and I was like, I can't believe that she pulled the priestess for you. That's shocking to me.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever. So it's definitely worth the full moon Zoom booms. And from what I understand, those are also on a donation.
Yep, all donation.
A donation based situation. And
Correct.
what time do you usually do those?
Usually 7 p.m. CST.
7 p.m.
Yep.
CST.
All 7 and we'll watch them fall.
I do like that one. Okay, perfect. So full moon Zoom booms, donation, and 7. So that's Thursday, November 6th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That's correct.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Thanks for being here with me, Ace.
Thank you.
Do you have any more questions? Do you want anything else? Do you throw
Well,
down
I
anything?
can't think of any right now, but I would love for people to put their questions in the comments.
Yeah.
And
we can
also,
have a what the fuck is Moonology Q&A.
Oh, I love that.
Let's
idea.
do that.
And I love the idea of the playlist. If it was inspiring to you to do that, I would love for people to create a playlist and post it in the comments, so we can all enjoy.
Let's do it.
It's like our homework
Rock on.
assignment.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kitty. This is Ace. You are awesome for being here on the airwaves with us. Thank you so much for supporting and listening and sharing. We appreciate having you as a part of the Magic is Messy collective. And we look very, very, very forward to seeing you soon for the next moon. Ready?
Sealing? Go.
Seal.